Yes.
Go Power Ranger.
I don't know
It's
that
like,
sounds
yay.
without the headphones. It's weird.
It's so good. Yeah.
So, welcome back to episode something more than
175.
last week. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
With me, Ilya.
And me, Robert.
Getting ready for the
For
holidays.
something.
Maybe the second week of the
Yeah,
holidays. Whatever.
Or first day of week of
Yeah,
holidays.
first week of the rest of our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no idea.
Yes.
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 So we're back in the studio after not leaving the studio.
Exactly. So for you guys, it's been a whole week. So we are kind
Yeah,
of
exactly. And for us, it's been like 15 seconds.
fantastic. Ain't life grand?
Mhm.
Yes. The magic of editing.
Yep.
Yes.
Robert's going to make this sound like the future.
Oh, yeah. It already is.
It already is.
Oh, my
yeah.
God. This is crazy.
Oh, my God. It keeps getting further and further
blowing my
into the
mind.
future as we talk.
So, yeah. We've both been really good. And
Exactly.
moving on. No.
So, okay. So you're listening to this episode during the holidays. And this is going to be a creative episode about what we're going to do during the holidays. We gave you tons of ideas a couple of episodes ago about you could create tons of shit
For Christmas.
for Christmas.
Yeah.
But now we're going to sort of like turn it
turn the camera towards us.
towards
or like-
ourselves
yeah.
and talk about how we're going to spend or like what we think we're going to do these 2 weeks that we have off.
Because we both have 2 weeks off.
Yes.
It's fucking amazing.
it's
This
awesome.
has never happened before, I think.
I got to give a shout out to work though, because they actually gave us like that whole week that isn't, off.
Yeah.
They gave us off.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
they were like,
awesome.
we're going to close the office, go home, you're paid. High five.
Yeah.
And they
did
do
that.
this every year.
I
so.
did that to my employee as well, and he's super grateful.
So that's the hamsters? No.
No, I haven't employed them yet. I meant me. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Self-employed.
Very nice.
Yes. Super happy. No, I was worried I wasn't going to be able to be off at all, like because of the move and everything. It's like, fuck, how much money am I going to be needing and so on, so and so. But then I remember that Santa is living with me now.
And paying rent.
And paying rent.
You're splitting rent.
So
at least,
yes, now half of the rent is actually money I can save and do
For
things with.
cocaine.
Yes, fantastic. So no, I do feel super spoiled, but I took 2 fucking weeks off just to sort of get into the move as well.
Very
and
nice.
Mind space and having just time to pack up and leave also. But yeah, I'm going to try not to do any of that and just not do, anything, I guess. But before we get into what we're going to be doing, thank you guys so much for listening. And thank
Very
you,
much.
Mad Max, for
I
letting
was
us
gonna
sitting
say
here in this bubbly, fluffy
But
room.
he's not Mad Max. He's more of
Kind
those
Max.
like Valhalla guys, like, and then he just jumps off the bike and
Mediocre!
crashes. Yeah.
I wish somebody would have shouted that when he crashed. Oh,
That would have
so
been fun.
good. Yeah. He needed
So for
a
those that
blood
don't
bag.
know what we're talking about, our studio boss,
The producer.
producer of this now.
No, not at all.
But actually, the people that we rent the studio from, Max fell off his those annoying bikes that
Electric scooter.
Electric scooter. There you
Yeah.
go. Scoot. And
It actually sounds worse when you say it like
Yep.
that. Yeah.
he fell off one of those. He fainted on it. And
Yeah, I
like,
still haven't sort of
No.
interrogated him.
I don't even care about the real story. I've made up several scenarios of how
But
he fell off that
how
shit.
did you faint
I
from
don't
riding
know.
one of those? Like
But he
you're just
didn't
standing
faint,
there.
No,
and
but he
it's like,
didn't
"Ooh."
faint because of that. He
No, I
fainted
mean-
because he's weak.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, how,
But
how the fuck does
but
that
he
happen?
actually hurt himself really bad.
Yeah, like really
he
bad.
hit his face.
That's why
like,
it's
these
taken
two-
us
yeah,
a couple of months before we
we
actually
made joke
it.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But we
it's
are now.
been it's been long enough.
2 weeks since you.
So yeah, well, he hit his front teeth, and now he looks like a crazy person.
Yeah. Mad Max.
Mad Max.
So straight circle.
Straight circle, indeed. So we make a lot of fun of it, on his expense,
Yes.
because he looks like a dork.
Yeah, and he is like the friendliest, nicest
yes, he's
dude
very nice.
ever, and we love him so much. And still don't understand why he lets us stay here and,
No.
and make fun of him all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh man.
So sorry,
We're
Max.
like that annoying roommate.
Yeah, we
But that
definitely are.
annoying roommate is 2 people.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
Mild schizophrenic.
Thank you, Max.
My goal. You Indian bastard.
And thank you, everybody else that has anything to do with us and nothing to do with us. And their grandmothers.
Yeah, and also, if you listen to this show,
yeah,
feel free to join the Discord.
Do it.
Yeah,
mate.
I'm from Austria. And also, if you don't like the Discord,
put another shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah, exactly. Put another shrimp on the Barbie and find us on Instagram.
On the Barbie.
On the Barbie. I actually have Elsa Barbie on my fucking work
barbecue
desk. Yeah,
cool.
On my Barbie.
Sweet. Great story. So what did we say?
Fuck that intro. I just
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
And we're back. Had to put had to stop that before we started going off on Barbie.
Yeah, already went too far.
Yep.
We went too far. Whoa. Yeah.
So we have the holidays, or we're in the midst of said holidays.
Yes.
Or Xmas, if you will. And dude, a lot of free time is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of things that I want to do. And hopefully, I think these things that I want to do are a lot of it's part of what we talked about last week when it came to the goals for next year and goals, the way we set goals.
Yeah, exactly.
Within bunny ears.
Goals. Yeah.
Goals. Imagine 2 fingers doing bunny ears.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 4 fingers. Yeah. Imagine
it. Yes.
Audible bunny ears. Just digging that hole, making it even more confusing. But I'm gonna I bought expensive acrylics, expensive for me.
Yeah.
They
actually
not
cost money. They weren't for free.
They weren't for free. I didn't get these. But I have a lot of things that I want to try, so I'm gonna play around with acrylics this holiday, and also gouache and
oils.
Yeah, no, I don't have oils.
No.
But I was gonna say watercolors, but gouache and watercolor is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But one is more opaque, I guess, than the other. But I'm gonna play around with those and try to find a style or a whatever works. What clicks.
Yeah.
The way that Adam found his Intuos or his Cintiq. I will try to find something that works in the style of Olpa and Brim color-wise, because I have no idea what that would look like. I've done a couple of tinting of the ink drawings.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of my most popular works as well.
Yeah.
But I really, really, really don't like those.
Yeah.
And I want to find a way of painting that style that looks the way that I want it to look and not tinted.
Yeah.
Because that tinted shit did not look great.
And that's the thing. We're also used to seeing your stuff in sort of just that one color, or with the toned paper and some
toned
white.
paper and white. Yeah. And
I-
also Copic now. So,
yeah. But I mean, it's all grayscale. It's all black and white, more or less. So even now, I was just trying to imagine what I would be how I would be coloring when you were talking,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just every single idea I had just looked too sort of childish or cartoony or comic booky, and it doesn't represent what we're so used to seeing. So it would be reinventing the whole thing of it, but still keeping the IP.
Yeah.
which is super interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm thinking to paint it like the way that I painted the Zelda one digitally.
Yeah. But-
I know what I did there, and I'm thinking maybe that is the way to do it. But with the quality of colors that I get traditionally,
Yeah.
it won't look as digital.
But you also have some themes that are really, really dark, like
exactly.
with the
And what
monsters and all
happens-
that stuff.
But
So
I
that's
think
good, sort of
Yeah.
balance with having it really colorful and playful,
But that's what I want.
with really dark and
Yeah,
gritty, moody.
I don't know. Like I really don't know, and that's why I'm saying like I'm gonna paint with all the stuff.
Yeah.
And just see what the fuck sticks, Because acrylics has that thing that I like, that it'll just like dry and be there forever.
Mhm.
And gouache is more of like, oh, you drew this and then you accidentally put some wet stuff on it and you ruined it again.
Yeah.
So I don't really know, because what I like about acrylics is that it feels like an actual piece if you do it, well.
Yeah.
And I've seen some people use them, and I'm like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Like maybe not their style, but I want the finish. You know what I mean? Like that final looking, like it looks official. Like this is a piece of art.
Yeah.
Like not because my stuff looks like a finished sketch illustration. You know what I mean? And
a finished thumbnail.
yeah, but basically yes. It's just like I want it to look like, I will always find faults in my own work, but I can at least say that piece is finished. You know what I mean? Like even if it's not what I wanted it to end up looking like,
Yeah.
at least the level of finish is there. Like, and then and that's what I want. And I don't feel like I've achieved that in my traditional work. Like I do cool sketches. Like I'll give myself that, but I'm not making artwork.
Yeah.
Like a finished painting. I don't do that.
I get it.
And I want that. Like the same with the people who are like, oh, you should sell that wood burning. No, I shouldn't, because for me that is a sketch. You know what I mean? I want it to be like sanded down and done, like properly,
varnished
and varnished and everything. Yeah, I want it to feel like a fucking art piece when it's done.
Like you can't do anything more.
Exactly.
Getting that.
You shouldn't be able to have more ideas when you look at this.
You look at it and it's done.
Yeah, and you just appreciate what's there. Yeah. And
how many times have you done that? Really? Like,
never. Like I've never done that.
Like apart from the Star Wars stuff and maybe Tango and Cash, I think.
Yeah, Tango and Cash, I think you did.
Those three, I think, throughout my entire life are the ones.
I have none of that.
Yeah. But yeah, you'll get there. You'll get there, dude.
You'll get there. So I want to get to a level where I can produce finished pieces of art.
Nice.
That are, traditional.
Let me toss in a question in midst of this, but just... So, because you have 2 weeks off, that was 2 weeks, not 3 weeks. I think I said 3.
Yeah.
How much of that time is going to be actual your time and not like family time and stuff?
No, but that's the thing. Like at night.
Are you going to get time to actually, like...
I think so. I think I always get the time.
Because that's always like in the back of my head, I'm like... not feel sorry for you, because I know how good you have it and all this, but I feel sorry for you not to have like the abundance of time that I have.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
don't use that time.
I'm so spoiled in that way.
But I don't use that time.
But neither do I.
That's why I don't envy that time
No.
anymore. Like, because I've been there.
Yeah.
And I also felt sorry for myself.
We all do.
Hey,
I guess.
not a lie. But I don't know. Like, the cool thing right now is like my days, they don't always look like this, but what I try to achieve is that I wake up while they're like eating breakfast and stuff. I don't eat, like everyone wants to eat like alone. We don't sit as a family and eat like a big breakfast.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Well, my kids want to sort of like, my son wants to watch, whatever the fuck he wants to watch. My daughter wants to watch something else, and they eat breakfast like that. So we just let them.
Okay.
I don't eat breakfast, so I go to the gym and I work out. And then, like, okay, it's like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. So we all like, okay, we're going to go, out,
to do something.
To do something, yeah, or just stay in and do something. And, and then we'll have lunch together, and then might do something after lunch. And then, like by the end of the day, like at, I don't know, 6 p.m., somewhere around there, they're not interested in hanging out anymore. You know, like they're done. Like unless they want to have like a movie night.
Yeah.
But again, like we put them to bed. Let's say like when we have days off, they don't want to hang out with us in the evening, and then like they want to watch like their cartoons or something, or play Fortnite. You know. Then I can do my thing. And so
and
from like 6
when you
p.m.
get,
That's when I want to do stuff.
Yeah,
I don't want to
that's
sit
when you
and draw
start getting more creative anyways, I think.
That is
Because
why I don't really mind this.
When I do have a day off like that, that's sort of when I get going.
Yeah.
And that's always sort of when the other half comes home.
Yeah.
So it's always like, no.
Yeah, you kind of clash.
Yeah.
And my wife goes to bed super early. So
lucky, bro.
So yeah. And also, she has she understands, and now that she photographs herself, she understands the why I can obsess over things like that.
Yeah, and that's great.
So I'm just gonna, be creative, and if I'm not, I'm gonna play video games. Those are like the two sort of things.
And I guess the cool thing is that you can stay up like as late as you want because
I never
you don't
do
have
anymore.
anything to do the next
day
day in that way, like work-wise, I mean.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that puts a whole sort of weight off your shoulders in terms of, well, I can still, like, I can finish this piece if I want to, because there are no, like, has-tos or whatever. Plus, your kids are old enough to take care of themselves. You don't have to.
Yeah, dude. Like, we just make
there's
sure
no
they brush
daycare
their
and all
teeth.
that stuff.
Yeah, there's none of that. And they can also sleep in, and they usually, like, not my son, but my daughter does. Like, she wouldn't wake up if we didn't wake her up.
Oh, okay.
Or she will just lie in bed for hours, like if we don't get her up now. She's at that level. But the cool thing is, like, right now, I don't stay up past midnight. I just...
Weak.
No, it's for sleep.
I go to bed at 11 now.
Yeah,
like,
I've gone to
after
sleep.
11.
Yeah, I go to sleep before midnight every day.
As soon as my head hits the pillow,
yeah,
I'm wide awake.
Okay, but that's
every
just
night.
Wrong.
I haven't slept well forever.
I sleep really good.
I average in 4 to 6 hours, like 6 hours if I'm lucky, but 4 hours is my normal.
No.
Yeah. No,
I
it's super weird. Like, I just can't. I think it's when I go to bed, that's the first time of the day I get to really think about my own stuff. Like, I don't have to think about the tattoo for tomorrow like all of that stuff goes away. My head goes down towards the pillow and like, boom, it starts kicking into high gear and like, oh, we should do this. Oh, that for that story and that. And I just can't stop it. It's horrible.
Reading.
Yeah. I did. Dude, I told you I started.
Yeah, I haven't read in a week though.
I've read 30 pages in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, same here. Like I have not read. Like I read a lot
it's
a couple of days and then a lot.
Yeah.
I read a lot one of the days and then I just haven't read anything at all.
I'm not enjoying the book actually, so I'm
enjoying the book.
Which book?
The premise is pretty cool. Lose Big or Lose Everything. It's about this like future Sweden, which is fun. It's in Swedish with an English title because the guy that wrote it is an asshole. We met at Comic-Con, the guy that we were joking with.
Yeah.
I did buy the book and I'm reading it, and it was just like, it's about this sort of future Stockholm or New Sweden or whatever the fuck it's called, where they live. And everyone, like people that get overweight, like the fatter you get, the more obese you get, the sort of like lower, they have like, let's say like 6 or 7 different sort of things. So like if your body mass, blah, 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 is above this, or fat percentage is above this, then you lose these perks. And you get locked out of different places in society.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
So it's like France.
Just like France, yeah, exactly. Let's offend the French more, like we did last time.
Moose.
Moose. But yeah, but it's a really cool concept, and they have these sort of like pop-up sort of like commercial ads, the hologram type things that follow you around, like, oh, you should really like start thinking about your weight, and just like nagging people and stuff like. But it seems like a cool concept. Like I haven't gotten that far,
30
but
pages.
there are like a resistance thing and trying to fight this, like this weird world that has been built, you know, and like I know nothing yet. I just know that the protagonist is a girl, and I don't remember her name now, but she is overweight, and she just like has chosen not to sort of like, you know, do any of it, and is like a bit of an outcast because you lose a lot of privileges being obese. So it's a really like interesting concept. So just like interested in reading more, and I think during the holidays, instead of being on my phone before bed, I will keep reading the book because it seems really nice. And I have 2 books. So it's that one, and then I have one called Grimm, which is also a Swedish book about this kid that died like a while back and was like involved in like the metal scene or like something like that. I haven't like started that one yet, but it seems really interesting, and it's written by Sara, I don't remember her name, Elfgren, någonting, something. But it's really good. She wrote another book that I read, and like no one can sort of write characters and dialogue like she does.
Oh, is that the one that you gave
the
me?
Nora Latin one that I
yeah.
recommended?
Mm-hmm.
Like the way that she writes dialogue for like young people or like people in general, like it's so authentic, and it really bridges that. You know, when I watch like Twilight, I just can't, for the life of me, understand Bella. Yeah, I just want to sort of like help push her off the cliffs. You know, from Twilight Saga, for those that don't understand what I'm talking about.
With a wooden bat.
Yeah. But she just goes around like, Edward, I can't live without Edward, blah, 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 blah. And that's because it's poorly written. Yeah. Like in the way that they're expressing that character.
But in the books.
But
they were better.
They were not. I wanted to die through all of them, but thank God they were audiobooks.
Yeah.
But I would say that if they were written by Sarah, the one that I'm like mentioning now, like Sara Elfgren, like she does it in a way. Bergmark, that's it. Sara Bergmark Elfgren. Yeah. She's awesome. She writes the dialogue. She bridges that gap of not understanding and just makes the dialogue work. Whereas Bella was just saying Edward's name basically. Like, like I hated that character, both in the books and in the movies. But like this lady just like she fucking nails that. Like she bridges that gap somehow. Like, you know, like
we
it just
get it. She
works.
bridges the goddamn gap.
Fuck. No, but it just works. It's so hard to put into words. It's really, really good. And even if it's people you don't relate to, like you get it. You get it, and you don't judge. You know, like it's written in a way that just makes it interesting.
I started listening to the Nora Latin one, but it's like it's really difficult for me to listen to a Swedish audiobook.
No, I do get it. I do get it. Yeah, that's why I read them.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
I actually. No, I fucking listened to the first one.
I think you
I did
gave
listen
me
to
the heads up on it.
Yeah. No, I'm reading.
I mean, it's interesting. It feels like an interesting one. I don't remember how far I got into it. Fell asleep.
Yeah.
But like it's still saved, so I still want to finish it. But I started reading The Bone Collector, if you remember that movie.
Oh shit, yeah, Denzel Washington
and Angelina Jolie. Yeah,
with the mouth joystick.
Exactly. And that one is actually, I don't think it's well written at all, to be honest. Like it feels really, you know, I'm starting to feel like I should have written this. You know, it's just like so boring in a way. Like, but we know the story from the movie. The movie, I love the movie. I think it's great.
Yeah, I thought the movie was really good as well.
So I feel like the movie, so far at least, about 30 pages in. I feel like the movie is
so slow.
It's better. Like
I think like your reading pace is the problem.
Yeah,
just
for like, sure.
No,
like this is so slow.
Yeah, why are they so like the dialogue is just dragging on?
Yeah. I remember like the scene in Dumb Dumber when he's reading. Like that's me.
Yeah. Oh man.
The annual.
So
yeah.
bad, yeah.
Yeah. So that's me. So actually, I feel like because I've seen the movie and I know what's happening, I'm gonna leave that book, and I have a whole bunch of other books that I want to read.
that's smart.
So I'm thinking about jumping into Lovecraft County, which is the show
that
as
show,
well.
Yeah,
But I haven't seen the show, so maybe it's better to
I'm like,
read the book, because it's just a paperback pocket thing.
Yeah, those are nice. I like
So-
like one-offs.
And in English, so that'll
that
help.
does help. That
Yeah.
does help a lot.
So I think I'm gonna jump over to that one. Also want to try and implement that as sort of like, I don't do resolutions, New Year's resolution things,
Neither do
but I really, like you said, instead of sitting with the phone before bed,
I think
try
that's
to
why I'm
read
doing
more.
it. And then I just found 2 books with interesting concepts. Or
Yeah.
like one I know she writes well. I enjoy that type of writing that she does. Although I guess the subject matter of the books is not my thing. You know, it's not something I would gravitate to. But she came highly recommended, and she fucking lives up to it. And then the other guy, just because we've met him and talked to them, you have
to like it.
You have
Yeah.
to like it. Yeah, no. He's not very good, but.
He was really cool.
Nah, he's fun. He's fun. We talked a bit. And the book is fun, so I'm gonna give him a bit of a review later, like what I thought.
Nice.
It's garbage. Why is there only obese people in this book? Nah,
You're trying to tell me to become fat?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that it?
Will I lose my privileges? Will you judge me? Nah, I really, really like that concept. So it's fun. Like, it's a fun thing that I never thought about. Like,
let's leave the books.
yes,
we've
let's leave the
talked
books.
for-
What are you doing for the holidays? Fuck the books.
Fuck the
Cut
books.
that short.
Yeah,
Fuck the books. Just cut to that.
No, but like, because you started talking about the gouache thing when
Yeah.
we were having burgers, I really felt like I wanted to do that as well, which is how we work, I guess. You're doing something, I have to do that too, always. No, but I would like, because I do have one big panel of cardboard that I used for the Tango and Cash poster. I have one of those left. So I would actually like to do a bigger piece. It doesn't have to be a poster, but just paint bigger. So maybe I'll try to do that, because I don't want to paint digitally. I want to paint traditionally.
Same.
And also I would like to test some gouache stuff, because that's what I got from Pen Store when we did the gig. I just took
I've
all
meant
of it.
I've meant to go back and buy more stuff with
Yeah.
it, because I thought of stuff, but
I know. Yeah. But that was the thing. Like, I wanted to get into gouache. I was like, I'll just stock up on gouache.
But dude, can't
and
you
then that
do
was
it
the
on
last.
proper paper though? Like that cardboard stuff. Like every time I use watercolor type,
I have
colors.
I have plenty of paper to
yeah,
test on.
yeah.
But I mean,
'cause-
the end goal would be to actually do a big gouache painting. like-
on really big, good paper. Just
Yeah,
because every time I
mean-
paint with those paints on anything that isn't that, like when I
yeah.
it's just
And
not the
I
same.
don't have enough gouache to cover that.
Yeah.
It's just. So I'm gonna start.
Yeah,
with,
mine are super small tubes, man.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
big. Yeah,
No, I'm gonna go with the a folded A3. I think
very nice.
that's
A
the starting
folded
point.
A4?
No. Folded
No,
A3.
folded A3.
Oh
is
yeah,
what it is.
just make it feel more special.
Mm.
Wasting paper, but that, and I would like to.
But any plans on what you're gonna paint with those, or are you just gonna like paint whatever fan art?
No,
and
I yeah,
posters?
fan art for sure, and I want to get back into poster stuff,
Mhm.
but with color, to actually do. Because I don't know, like the Jojo Rabbit thing that I did, which
You did a Jojo. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Fuck yeah, you did.
it kind of looks like Kalles Caviar,
Yeah,
but
I
like-
remember now.
but sort of,
Yeah.
have go nuts with the colors a
Mhm.
bit, but still make them realistic.
Yeah.
Because I just
Oh,
enjoy
man,
that
guy
so
that
much.
you recommended, the shark guy.
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
good.
What's
And
his
he's
name?
just
Chris.
gotten way better. Like
Yeah.
he was so good, I was like, this guy can't get. And then he just got better.
Yeah.
And I don't remember his name, so I can
No.
never look him up. I just like it's.
something.
Chris, yeah, Chris, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
my God, he's so good.
yeah,
Like-
and only gouache. Like
Oh.
that's all he does. Gouache, 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 and it doesn't look like gouache. It
does
looks
not
like
look
oils
gouache.
or
it
whatever,
just looks like perfection.
or even digital
It's just so good. Yeah, I hate every time he posts.
Yeah. And it's so cool. Like he's just doing the White Shark series. Like it's just a floating white shark throughout. Like it's a forest fire. It's a forest fire.
That's the last one I saw. I think the
this,
forest fire.
Like this kid and almost like the kid from the beginning of the movie It, like in the yellow raincoat.
Yeah.
Like it's just like eerie, but also fantastical and kind of serene and cute, but also horrific. It's like it's so many things. This whole series.
He sucks.
Yeah, so bad.
So bad.
So bad. It's so bad. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nickelback. Yeah. That's how bad it is. But yeah, so
Nickelback.
try to test some gouache stuff. Probably gonna like do one test, hate it, and then go back to
whatever
Copics.
we're doing. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I want to get away from, because Copics is cool, and I love it.
It's safe zone.
Yeah, but it's
For me.
also like the way that I draw with them. It never feels like a finished piece, you know. Like it doesn't. It feels like sketchy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
And also, I just want to do something new, like.
Yeah.
Like I've seen people paint on guitars and stuff, and I'm like, yes, that's what I want.
Something.
And then when I do, yeah, exactly, something guitars.
Yes.
But I really want to. I want to be the reason why I also want to do gouache or acrylic specifically is so that I can paint on that plastic shit that I use, resin.
Oh yeah.
Epoxy.
Yeah.
So.
I've given up on you and the resin now.
I'm
like,
that's still
never
there.
gonna
I still
happen.
have tons of ideas, and Matthias sent me some shit the other day as well. But I really want to get into that. But like I said, I need to master a couple of different disciplines for like so many things.
Yeah, but
I'm thinking
that's the thing.
But that's why I'm splitting it up like this, because I love painting. Like, so I'm thinking
get good at painting.
So
first,
painting, and then I can combine the wood carving, because the wood carving I was surprisingly good at.
Yeah.
Without having ever done it in my life, and the wood burning was basically drawing with a new tool.
Yeah.
Which was also fairly, straightforward.
You just need to understand it a little bit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Like with both of those tools, you get
exactly.
it almost immediately. Like, oh, that's too deep. Oh, that's too light.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then.
And
off
you
you go.
figure it out. Yeah. And like I said, like I have lots to learn on all those three things that we mentioned, but like I'm off to a pretty good start. Like knowing how to draw helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna dive into the painting part, and then eventually when I have time, maybe this summer I think will be the easiest way to start drilling shit again.
Yeah.
But maybe
when you
try
can
to
be
combine.
outside,
Yeah.
maybe.
So I'm gonna try to combine the three disciplines.
Yeah.
So really looking forward to just trying some shit out. Also, I have the printer.
Yeah.
That I haven't done shit with.
Yeah.
So that'll probably be something that I do next year as well.
But maybe if you paint something really nice in A4 size, you can still scan it and make it into print.
Yeah. Also, I could, like if I want to.
Or combine.
Yeah, but also if I want to paint some of my sketches, I could print them on, and then paint over those. Because when I paint over the ones that I have right now, like they're water soluble, so they're just
Oh yeah.
So maybe there's a compromise there, like print it on some type of paper, like just outlines or something. Inks.
Yeah.
I don't know. We shall see.
I'm also, something that I need to do is nail down the illustration or comic book style that I'm going to do the story in. And I still haven't, like, every time I sit down to do it, it becomes this thing that I always kind of draw when I do comic book stuff, and I don't like it. It just doesn't feel good. And again, it doesn't feel finished. So I need to.
What style are you imagining? Are you can you compare to someone else's work?
Not really. Like, I guess what I would like it to look more like is Sean Murphy-ish.
Yeah, I was imagining that.
Like,
have you tried just mimicking his stuff?
No, that's the thing. I haven't sat down to actually, and I think maybe that's where I should be starting.
I think so. 'Cause just
looking at
just
different
copy
things.
his stuff and just like, oh, this feels right.
Yeah, but I'm
That
also
I
gonna
don't
bring
like,
out
yeah.
the J. Scott Campbell book, like
Yeah.
all of that old stuff, and just really dive back
It's
into...
actually fun to bring those out. Like I brought out my Danger Girl sketchbook that was like a Bible to me for a
Yeah.
while, just like the way that he would do his pencil stuff.
Mhm.
And it's still like really good,
Yeah.
but you've gotten better as well.
So you understand
So
it
you-
more now?
You both understand it. You have a different appreciation for it, and it's also not as impressive. It's super impressive.
Yeah.
But it's no,
I'm like, oh.
but I just mean like you've gotten closer to it,
Mm-hmm.
so it isn't that far away from where you were. Like when I got that book, I was,
Yeah,
my
but-
skill level was bag of dicks,
Yeah, but you see those things and you're like, I could never in a million
Exactly.
years be like,
Exactly.
close
And there
to
still
it.
are some things in there that I'm like,
No. Yeah.
how the fuck haven't I mastered this yet?
Yeah.
And probably I won't. But
But that's the thing. Like, I need
but
to
there-
copy
you
and
see it with, yeah, and I think it'll be fun for you as well.
yeah.
Just do a couple, like that's also like fun stuff. Like studying up on the things that I like about this style
Mm-hmm.
is a lot of fun. Like I do it every now and then. Just bring a page and then like I like this style. Okay, they do eyes like that. They do ears like that. They that's what they okay. Because you just understand more of how people think.
Yeah.
When you just look at it, it's one thing. But then when you actually try it, and you're like, oh, this son of a bitch. So this is like one line, and it goes through like the face, like it just goes through the character. You just find stuff that you just didn't think about.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. And that, yeah.
Or just like, like, oh, that's fucking brilliant. Like the way they draw eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
Right.
Z's, or, it's just this thing. Or
Yeah.
you just like, you don't see it unless you draw it too, like, because you I guess you sort of, what do you call it? Like you facilitate the thing, like you make it official basically by
Yeah.
understanding or like drawing it yourself,
Mhm.
like trying it out.
Yeah. And
It's
it
like
gets
seeing a delicious pizza and tasting it,
yeah, exactly.
It's
You
not the
become
same
one
thing.
with
Yeah.
it.
You could
Yeah. But then, yeah, and that's something that I'm really looking forward to as well.
and
Like,
his style is delicious. It's so good.
yeah, you just
And
want
it's
to taste
like
it.
but it's like, it isn't realistic, but it is like, it has those edges
Mhm.
and like all that.
Yeah, but there's a comfort
Yeah.
there as well. Like, and again, going back to just nostalgia
Yeah.
and how much that impacted and like sparked what is our drawing careers.
Yeah.
Like, it's such an important piece.
I have some
of,
really early stuff from him
yeah.
where he was drawing.
Actually, it'd be really cool to own an original
Mm.
J. Scott Campbell piece just
That
because
would
of
be
the
really
importance
cool. Yeah,
of
yeah. Holy shit, his pieces are expensive.
Yeah, I know. goals.
Yeah, dude. I remember being, like on the early days, and still his stuff was so expensive. Like expensive for me at the time, and then
Yeah.
it's just gotten worse.
Let's just say,
So good for him.
when I sell my first book,
Yeah.
I will be
I'll buy.
buying J. Scott Campbell piece.
And then
that's
you'll
a
be
goal.
broke again.
Exactly. Worth it.
Worth it. No, but I think
Yeah.
it could be pretty fun to see you explore that as well.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, because I want to combine traditional and digital,
Mm.
because I do want to have the cross-hatching and that old school comic booky type look to it, but I can't get the same feel drawing and sketching in the iPad. So I need to draw it by hand, scan it in or photograph it in some way, get it into the pad, and then sort of do the shading and stuff in there. Yeah. So, but again, it's just like, I just need to sit down and do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sacrifice at least a full day of just exploring and reading through all of these old comics and getting
Don't
inspired.
read anything, Robert. Just
And
draw.
then see how far I can go with the inspiration that I get from there. So that's
Yeah,
one.
you do have some cool books. You have the White Knight. You have the Punk Rock Jesus one.
Oh, I have more or less all of his own books.
Yeah.
Tokyo Ghost.
Oh man, I really
all of
want the pencil or black and white versions of that. I don't want the ones in color. I really don't care for that coloring style. When it's like the flats,
Yeah.
the hard. Like it's just like in any comic, really.
No,
like,
I know.
the way that I learned to actually paint digitally.
Yeah, it feels so unnecessary in so many.
Yes,
Like it takes away so much from the beauty of the
of
original.
like just the contrast in
Yeah.
his work. Like I think your Batman one, that's black
It's
and
black
white.
and white.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's all him.
but Punk Rock Jesus,
Writing
isn't
and-
that
and
also?
Writing, sketching, inking,
Mm.
all of them. Like,
Yeah.
which is Sean Gordon Murphy.
Yeah, Sean
Punk
Gordon.
Rock Jesus is also black and white.
Yeah,
And then Tokyo Ghost is like that sort of very
like
very digitalized coloring scheme on top
Yeah.
of his work. It still works.
It works,
But
but it
it's-
takes away. Like
Yeah.
when you see the inks or just the pencils, like it's a different fucking
Yeah.
beast.
And same with what was that one called? The underwater thing.
Dude,
Uh,
from him.
Yeah, it's
Shit, I didn't know that one.
it's him drawing and what's his name? Scott something.
Great Scott.
He's kind of famous for giving a rebirth to Batman, like the guy who invented the Court of Owls, more or less.
Mhm.
Fuck, can't remember his name now.
Scott Max Scott E. Scott.
Or maybe it's like
Don't know.
something Scott.
Scott
something.
Robertson.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's good enough. It's your name and his name.
Yeah.
And son.
But Sean Gordon Murphy and this Scott dude, they've done a book together. So this Scott dude did American Vampire is a series that he
Yeah.
created. And he really loves sort of horror-ish themes, which is why it works so well with Batman. The Court of Owls is like the coolest entity ever.
Yeah.
Very horrific. But they did this sort of futuristic creature from the Black Lagoon type of story, which
Okay,
is
this one
pretty
I've missed.
cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Guillermo del Toro movie.
cool.
What's it called?
The blood of water?
Yeah, Shape of Water.
Shape of water. The blood of water?
It feels very much like that. It came out years before Shape of Water, so maybe they got inspired. But it's got to feel like that, but very, very, very much darker.
Cool. Very cool.
Can't remember what it was called, though. Something...
Oh, by the way, did you see, now that we're on this nerdy subject?
Are we going into the retro part
No,
of this?
okay,
or
let's save
no?
this for the retro
yeah.
part, because that's
Yeah.
fuck you sparked to my stuff that I read.
But do we have any more, like...
No,
Seriously,
I think this is
yeah.
what, like, I'm going to play video games.
Yeah,
and this.
and watch movies is
and-
my thing as well.
Yeah, I think the only movie I want to see is the new Spider-Man one,
Yeah,
because I have.
And I am seeing that on Wednesday. So
but-
excited.
Yeah, but you got it spoiled.
Yeah, I did, but I'm
That
still
sucks.
excited.
Yeah.
And I just can't hide it. And I'm about to lose control.
And I think I like it.
Mucho gusto.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I actually the thing I look most forward to is fucking printer, because I've had it for so many weeks now and I haven't had time to do anything with it. So I really, really should order some paper and just get started.
Well,
Just
I would
print
say
something.
you have to.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I'm really curious about the quality of stuff that I can print.
Mhm.
So I really need
Maybe
to
start
order.
with where you're actually putting the printer.
Yes, that is the
Yeah.
first step. 'cause-
Get it rigged up and then just sitting there so you can look at it.
But I need to think about.
touch
I
it.
need something. I don't even have a table for it. If I'm gonna put it, in different locations around the house, I'm just like, put it on what? I don't have anything. to
just
put it
move Dean into Noelia's room.
on. And then put it on his bed.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
You sleep
two-
together now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Share bed.
This
Yeah.
is your new brother.
Your new brother.
Printer. Call him
Yeah.
Canon.
Canon, because he can.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, really excited about that. So
Cool.
yeah, but yeah, don't have that much more to say. I'm gonna try to do a couple of different things this holidays, and we'll see which ones actually end up happening. But
And that will be the next episode.
that would definitely be the next episode. But yeah, let's retro.
Let's retro. Let's go. It's like, are we doing noises?
Yeah,
yeah.
I
We're
was
doing,
just
and do the noises.
noises.
Yeah,
My friend Fry.
not voices. I said noises.
God
So
damn
yeah,
it.
we're back.
Yes, we're back. I started rewatching Futurama.
Nice. Is that what you?
No, I wanted to talk about the comic stuff that you brought.
So bring the comic back, dude.
Yeah. So Moose, our friendly neighborhood Frenchie, sent me a little
Baguette Magique.
Exactly, Mr. Baguette Magique himself sent me a little article about them making a live-action Battle Chasers.
No.
And I didn't read the live-action part first. I was like, oh, they're making a cartoon or something. And then he's like, I can't believe they're making a live-action something.
No.
I was like, read it again. I was like, live-action, no. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is a terrible idea.
Yes. Like, how is this going to be good?
How is this going to work? Like, it's a
Make
fucking...
it animated.
Dude, it barely works as a comic.
Yeah.
Like, no, but I just mean, you know what I mean?
It's not even finished.
Exactly. And they made a game. They
Yeah.
did make a game that we never played because we're never going to play it.
And it's one of those top-down type of games?
Yeah, it's like a strategy,
Like Diablo-ish.
action RPG. I don't know what they call it. Whatever it's called, never going to play it. Looks gorgeous, never going to play it.
Exactly.
Looked gorgeous. I don't know how it aged. But
Wasn't it on Comic-Con at one point when we were there?
No.
I think they showcased it at the first Comic-Con where we were Spidey Pool.
But yeah, the article, however, is as follows. John Wick creator working on Battle Chasers TV series.
No way.
The comic also returns after a 20-year break.
Holy shit.
So it's like the show, but worse. After a 20-year hiatus from the last issue of the comic book series, Battle Chasers is making its long-awaited return with a new chapter of the comic, as well as a new live-action TV series.
Holy shit.
Live-action TV series.
What was it before live
action? No.
You said a return of the comic?
Yeah. So they're going to make a new issue plus the return of the live... No. Yeah. So...
Oh, no.
So the creator of John Wick, gunslingers... But how do you make this, like, it had, like, a spider, lady.
Yeah. Werewolves.
It had this, like
robot.
Dude, yes, it had a big robot.
Magician
guy. But and then it also had, remember that thing with the mouths and the eyes? Like the really big tentacle monster thing?
From I guess that was the last issue?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. How do you make that shit? Remember the blue guy with the muscle, like The Rock kind of play him?
Yeah.
Like, why? Or like Will Smith, the genie. They already have everything set up for that. Like, how do you... No, this is not going to work. It has so many...
It's going to be a new Bebop.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I don't want this to happen.
No. Like, if anything, you do it sort of the Arcane way. Like, just put some real time and effort into...
Arcane would be the perfect style for Battle Chasers.
Right?
And then we also talked about Red Monica, like me and Moose.
Yeah.
Like, how do you bring that to the cinema?
I heard they were going to do something with her as well, like another...
But dude, how do you make her... She was all boobs. Like, dude, she was an excuse to be... Like, you know what I mean?
No, she's going to be played by Caitlyn Jenner.
But it's just such a weird... thing. Like, how are you going to get the show together?
It's not gonna work.
It's not.
It's just not.
I would really, really, really not make a live action thing out of this.
Can you just keep
mostly
it buried?
because of the CGI budget? Like, it's kind of...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like a big...
Because it's not going to be nice.
No. I think if you want to do this, get 4T on it. But...
what I'm seeing is the live-action Full Metal Alchemist. That's kind of the quality I'm seeing.
Holy shit, I suffered through that.
Well, I saw all of the 10 minutes. And
then I actually finished it.
I couldn't.
And I can... to save my life, I can't... I don't remember shit. Like, I know they took...
It's like a traumatic...
it's so bad.
It's like your brain was raped and just...
But, dude, you know what the worst thing about that is? The show is? That they couldn't get...
A blonde kid?
A blonde... Like a person with actual blonde... Or like, an actual person with hair.
They're supposed to be German, right? Like,
yes,
they're
the
not...
Elrich. Yeah. But the problem is that they have a guy with a wig.
Yeah.
Like,
a
you
kid
couldn't
with a wig.
just get...
Couldn't you make him blonde? Like, would
couldn't
that
you
be
just not have a wig? Like, couldn't you get a person with long hair and then just color it, the color that it needs to be, blonde?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Like, why put a mop on the
Dude.
kid's head?
Have you, like, the Japanese have, like, the coolest hair.
Yeah.
Like, thick and, like, they can make it spiky, long hair. Like, it always looks good. And then they were like, he needs a wig. Like,
Maybe
no.
the kid was under contract and couldn't cut his hair. Kind of like Henry Cavill for the Superman thing.
But they didn't
when he
need
couldn't
to
shave
cut his hair.
mustache.
Well, then you cast another one.
And then it's like, he's supposed to be bald for this show.
Yeah.
So put a wig on it.
Put a
like-
wig on it. If you want to be sure to put a wig on it. Yeah, it's garbage. Like,
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
with a wig on it.
I love the derail from
Yeah.
Battle Chasers. But, oh my
But
God, that
not excited.
sounds,
Yeah,
that
not
sounds
excited.
so horrible. Extremely
Like,
horrible.
a great cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, premise for a cartoon. Terrible for anything else.
Yeah.
I don't need a live action anything out of the Battle Chasers. And I
No.
love the Battle Chasers.
And
like,
Arcane.
it's really good.
Yeah. Arcane.
Yes, Arcane would be the perfect style.
I'm probably going to rewatch Arcane again.
Yes, I will also rewatch Arcane during the
That's
holidays.
gonna
If we
be-
haven't mentioned Arcane,
Yeah, go watch it.
go watch.
No, but seriously, I've Nelson at the shop started watching. He's seen, I think, the 3 first episodes because I told him 50 billion times, and then other people have told him as well. And now finally he came back and he's like, "Dude, it's the best thing ever. Like, it's so beautiful."
And you have
It's
only seen the first 3
Yeah.
episodes.
Bitch, please. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, exactly.
More or less exactly like that.
Haven't seen
But
the
yeah,
best
no,
parts.
everybody that has seen it has loved it so far.
Yeah, wake
Let
up
us
to
know
the
if you don't.
sound
If
of
you don't
the
like it, I would like to know why, so you can
I
die.
don't really care
Yeah.
why you don't like it. I'm
No.
just gonna shoot you.
Exactly.
I don't.
You
care
saw
about it.
2 episodes of Cowboy Bebop. Is that right?
Yes. Fuck. We haven't talked about that.
No, I saw just the first one, and I suffered through the first episode, and it really, I
and it's
kinda
way better
lost
than
it.
the second one.
Oh yeah, okay. So
The
that-
first one, at least, a lot of stuff happens, but yeah, it doesn't get better with the second one.
It just felt awkward.
Yeah, it's super
The
awkward. It gets
whole
worse
show.
in the second one, where
Oh, really?
this like other actor that you've seen in things,
Yeah.
maybe Doctor Who and some other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
she just laughs like ah, and that was the acting required for her apparently.
But that's so what I said in our sort of chatty
Mm-hmm.
group. I feel like they couldn't decide if they were gonna go full anime or super serious. So it's like they jump between the two, almost like Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, where it's just like there was such a miscommunication between
what kind of
actors
movie-
and
yeah,
director,
yeah.
and like, what are we doing here?
But it was that Josh. No, was it Josh Whedon?
Yeah.
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 Uh, but then directed by this woman, I think.
Yeah.
He,
No,
he,
no,
he
no.
wrote it.
He
didn't direct it.
no.
Did he?
Yeah, that's the thing. He got fired or he
Ah.
quit or something, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
she took over.
Oh, there you go. And
or,
oh yeah,
or
and
vice
that
versa.
that
Yeah, something
communication.
happened. Yeah,
That's
something,
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
some
Fuck.
stuff like that.
Yeah, we saw something.
But yeah,
like
but Josh Whedon is a creep. So
that.
yeah,
yeah.
they didn't miss much.
Just
but
creeping.
creeping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
creeping.
creeping.
But yeah, so yeah, I couldn't continue because I just didn't want to sort of stain Cowboy
yeah.
Bebop the
You
anime.
don't stain it. Trust me. It's not like you don't even like. Personally, I didn't even make like it didn't feel like Cowboy Bebop.
And I didn't like the characters. Like, they didn't sort of feel
Yeah.
there was nothing there.
But those are the best characters.
I know.
They're just kind of
You know, it's the leads. They should
Yeah.
be charismatic, I guess, or there should be something.
The thing is, I like that actor, like the
Spike. I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah,
like, yeah.
I like him too. Like,
but not in this.
in
Like he's
in
not.
everything else. Like,
Yeah,
even
everything,
in
yeah.
the Star Trek remakes, he's still, I think, one of the cooler characters.
no, he just works, and he's always worked.
never
the things,
remember
but
his
not
name,
in
though.
this one. Like, but I,
I
think,
need to see
don't-
The Grudge. I just want to see him in The Grudge.
I'm never gonna watch The Grudge. because there's just too many of them.
Yeah, but this one
I
is
saw
a remake.
Yeah, but I saw the Japanese one with the flower boy, and then
Yeah.
the American one was even worse, flower boy.
Yeah,
and
no,
then
the
I just
first, the
couldn't.
Japanese one was like okay. It's not the best, but that was the only scary one of
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
and then the rest were horrible.
Wasn't that with Michelle Gellar?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That says it all.
Yeah, we laughed, and then I just couldn't stop joking about that. Like throughout the whole movie, I was like,
Speaking of Michelle Gellar, did you know that James Gunn actually wrote the first 2 Scooby-Doo movies, like the live-action Scooby-Doos? James Gunn? Maybe not the first 2, just the first maybe. But yeah,
What?
I had no idea.
I've seen those.
Yes.
quite a few times.
James Gunn. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Sorry.
I have nothing to add to that.
But yeah, so Cowboy Bebop, the
Cowboy
live-action
Bebop,
one.
yeah. Like the thing is, I think the directing is terrible. I think that, like the unclear direction of the whole thing is the problem.
Yeah.
Because we've seen most of these actors, like, you know, even like in other stuff, and they're all just fine. You know, like they've never stood out as bad. You know what I mean? But in this show, they do.
Yeah.
It's like fake laugh here. Like, it's all just, you don't know. Like, it's all over the place. Some people, you know, just act normally, and then some people just do, like, the Justice League. Oh, you boys, you know, and some just laughing believably.
Yeah.
And it's just so weird. And then you have these, like this great world that they built, you know, like it could be better, but it's like, it's good enough. Like, they give you a little picture of where they're at. And like in the first episode, when they get to this trash planet that he hates, it's a nice, like,
because I like that they went a little bit more with like cars and stuff rather than all
the
spacey stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a good premise for a lot of things.
For a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And there's even one where in the second episode where I think there's like a hangar or something where they open up and Spike just stands there in a nice silhouette, you know, and you have this ship and everything. It's so good. And then it's garbage again. You know what I mean?
We don't have to worry about it because they canceled the show anyways.
They did cancel the show.
So, yeah.
But it did have like a couple of nice sort of still shots or, you know, like some epic shots that weren't like, where acting wasn't involved.
Yeah.
So it just looked nice, like key moments or scenes that looked, you know, like a nice setup with like screens and stuff. Just like cool stuff that just led nowhere. You know, like it was just like, here's some bad acting for y'all.
It's so sad though. Like, it's another
and
great
the fights
franchise.
were also like, oh, they cut that really cool because none of them can fight.
Yeah.
And then
like in the first episode, like in that casino part, like the first thing, you're like, oh, it's gonna go down, and then it's just like,
it wasn't good at all.
Like,
and then sometimes, like every now and then, they would do a little cool thing, followed by some really bad stuff. You know, it's just like,
because he also knows how to fight. Like he has a little bit of martial arts training and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
but it's just
not like Samu Liu or whatever his name was from Shang-Chi.
Oh,
not on that level, but still, like he can still do stuff.
No. The thing is, like,
but
in the second one, they fight in a bathroom.
Yeah,
and it's like, again, like sometimes it's like, oh shit, yeah, and then they cut to like immediately to something stupid.
Okay,
and you're like, but you started off good. Why do you want to make more out of it? You know what I mean? Like, if you can only make like a cool fight for 5 seconds, then just do that. You don't have to fight for like a couple of minutes, you know, because it's going to be harder and harder to kind of fake it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's
a bit sad.
It's too bad.
I did enjoy the some of the scenes though, like just visually,
but not enough to keep watching the show.
No.
Okay.
Like we talked like 1-2 scenes in each episode. of 40 minutes.
God,
no,
that's not enough.
No.
But I started watching the Netflix show Midnight Mass, and like
Robert has found God.
Kind of. I think it's based on a Stephen King book, or maybe somebody else's.
We're just
book.
gonna pretend that's a thing.
Yeah, like but it's more of it's a mini series. It's not like a show that's gonna keep going on forever, as far as I know. Each episode is like an hour or something. It's a cool premise. It's really hard to explain, actually, but I do enjoy it. It's I guess the premise is there's a group of people living on an island that used to be inhabited by more people, but there was this thing that happened in the water, like some, I guess, oil leak or something. So you couldn't fish there anymore. So now it's like instead of having 300 people, maybe there's only 50 or 100 people. And they're very, very religious. And a new priest comes into the community and starts to sort of stir some shit up, let's say. And a lot of things start happening. And it's very just interesting, you can say. So, like, it's very, again, difficult to say anything without spoiling the whole thing. And, but it has this dark undertone to it, and there's, like, this dark entity looming in the background that is very cool, I think. So, like, I've seen, 5 episodes now, and I really, really like it. It's become better and better and better with each episode. A little bit predictable at times. But then as soon as I think that, it sort of flips the script a bit and becomes like, ooh, I didn't see that coming.
Very cool.
But yeah, so far it's a solid 3 out of 5, I would say.
Very cool.
And then, we're both watching Hawkeye.
Oof, that is good.
No spoilers for the last episode, I guess, because we haven't seen it. And
we haven't seen it.
No. But, like, the overall show so far, we're
Surprised.
5 episodes in.
Yeah. Shit, it doesn't even feel like 5 episodes.
No.
I just binged the 4 that were out, and then I saw the 5th one now.
Yeah.
Are you sure they're 5 and not 4?
5.
Fuck. Yeah. Felt like nothing.
I know. And then, so yeah, it's only 6 episodes.
Such an easy watch.
And such a joy.
Yeah, actually,
It's
like,
great.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought, like, why would we want a Hawkeye movie?
And I think that is the winning concept.
Yeah.
Like, going in with that mentality, you're gonna really enjoy it.
And it's a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? Like, I
Definitely.
think someone said, like, the Christmas movie show Marvel that you didn't know you needed or wanted.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah,
it's a really good description.
For sure. Super happy about it. It's been...
But I've always liked Renner. Like, as an actor.
Yeah, he's always been good. Like,
so, I liked him in basically everything that I've seen him in. Like, even if the movie sucked, I like Renner.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And again, they're just giving more depth to a character you didn't think you needed more depth with.
Yeah, it's really nice. I really like the direction they're taking with it.
Yeah. And also how that's going to tie into everything else that's coming.
Yeah.
And, for anybody that knows, I'm not going to say anything more.
No, but I like how they're tying it back into the snap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all those things and how everyone's dealing with it, and like, it's really, really, I think that's where it makes it interesting as well.
Yeah.
And same thing with, like, Wanda, like the lady that comes back after the snap. Yeah.
Or
no. But the black girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like her whole thing. And just, like, I really like the snap, like, that they didn't just do it and then it's all dandy.
Exactly.
No. It has effects.
Yeah.
And you can see it on, like, all the characters that are, like, that was, like, a big thing for them. Like,
and they're doing it in such a smart way in all of these shows.
Yeah, it's so
like,
good.
I love the way they presented it, like, in the bathroom in this show.
Dude, that was
such
so good.
a great thing.
I was not expecting that.
You're like, what?
I didn't know. I was like,
what the fuck?
Is this like a memory?
It's
and
such
then
a
like,
cool thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But I really like how they also contained it.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't, like, send you off on a thing. No. It's just, like, it comes back immediately.
Boom. Yeah.
And then it just, like, it's, later. You know, like, it's 5 years later.
It's
and
so
you're
great.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's so
I
good.
love that.
It was really, really nice.
So, yeah, I'm probably going to rewatch the entirety of the show because I've only seen it episodical each week. So, see it all in one sitting.
Yeah, you miss a lot of things, I noticed, with... I think I did that with WandaVision, and it's stuff that they say and do that kind of, like, if you have it fresh in your mind as you're on, like, episode 4, you kind of like, oh, shit, but they talk... Yeah, exactly. It's
you
a lot of...
the dots.
Yeah, you connect the dots, yeah.
Which is why it's good going into, like, breakdowns and stuff after seeing an episode.
For people that spend their time just dissecting these
exactly,
things.
But they give it to you in like a 10-minute clip, and that way it's going to stick in your head more. So when you see the next episode, that's going to be sort of there somewhere. Yeah.
No, but I really, really, really enjoyed Hawkeye, and I think it's like I've enjoyed all of them. So now they have my trust.
Yeah.
And what I think what I like the most about these shows is that they don't feel like they feel more like little dramas than they feel like superhero movies.
Yeah.
And also, we don't like Hawkeye doesn't have powers, you know.
No. Like, and especially in this one, he's really damaged.
He's really fucking damaged.
It's great.
It's nice. It's really nice, yeah.
Yeah, but he's still such a badass.
But I think it's a smart play to make them more of these, like, dramas rather than make this, like... Because I've actually enjoyed the shows more than any of the movies that I've seen
later
lately.
Movies. Yeah,
because all the movies, like, there's so much CGI that I'm out. Like... I like mentally, I just like, okay, now I'm not interested anymore.
But they all
like,
feel casted in the same mold. Like, and it just comes out another
dude,
Marvel movie.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
another
both
one.
Black Widow and Shang-Chi that I did enjoy.
Yeah.
But at the very end,
They just
like, okay, so we're
botched
doing
it.
CGI Fiesta at the end.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
I just like totally just
The
log
first
out.
third of the movie is great.
So good. Yeah.
And then it just like slowly starts to decline, and then
you see where it's going, and then
It's
at
just-
the end when everyone like in Black Widow as well, when they're like flying off
you
the
just
whole base,
you just lose.
yeah,
me.
you're like, okay, I've
I'm-
already
I'm
checked
gone.
out. Yeah.
You're sitting with your phone, like
You're the annoying guy at the cinema.
yeah, exactly. Like,
No,
where's
but
my beer?
It's it's too trying to order beer.
God damn it!
But it's too bad because I think the TV show they're doing it all right there now.
Yeah.
Like it's so contained. It's more about the acting and the that whole thing. Like I'm really, really enjoying that whole. Like I love how those different shows like tie into each other.
Yeah.
Like they're all based around the same happening basically. It's
And
really
the cool thing is that now I've gone back and rewatched a few of the movies just to like, because I'm going to see the new Spider-Man with Santa, and she hasn't seen all of the 24 in total movies or 22.
Yeah, so many.
Like there's no chance she would make that before
Wednesday?
we needed to see Spider-Man. But just going back and watching, like I said before, Civil War, for example.
It's one of my the ones I really enjoy.
It's so great. But after watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, and you go back and you see that, and you just understand, Falcon isn't in it as much, but like the Winter Soldier is just so much more of a deeper character and how damaged he is and all of this, and you just feel for him so much more. And same now, I guess, with Hawkeye, going back, watching the older ones after understanding him now, like it's going to be a different thing.
One thing as well there, they did try, like I've loved all the shows, but I think the Hawkeye, or the Hawkeye, the
Falcon Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
The problem with that one is that they were trying to like do some like real life commentary on what was happening in the U.S.
A little
too on the nose. Yeah. Instead
they're doing this with all of the shows, but it's not as smack in the face as that was.
Yeah, but I think that one was a bit. Like, we've complained about this type of stuff in all the
woke,
franchises. Yeah,
the woke
exactly.
movement,
You're trying
I
to sort
guess.
of, like, instead of telling the stories, you're trying to please the audience somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
By doing all these things. And that's not why I go to entertainment. I don't
No.
think anyone goes to entertainment.
Like we
you
always
had a
said,
really cool thing with...
Draw for yourself.
No, but the thing is, like, the Falcon, like, you get this, like, understanding for the character, and you're sort of paving the way for a new, like, hero to, take the spotlight.
And we already get that.
Yeah, I know. You didn't have to do any of the other stuff because you're already
spell it out.
Yeah, and that's why I really like Hawkeye. Is that it feels like a
because he's a
little
privileged white dude.
Exactly, we all enjoy.
Yeah, love them Paleys.
Paleo diet. No, but it's just like it's about him and this girl.
Yeah,
and again paving the road for a new hero.
Yeah.
And I really did enjoy Bucky and
Sam.
Sam, thank you. And they're really good, but you should have focused more on their relationship and just built off of that. But again,
when they did that was great.
Dude, it's so good. Yeah. It's like,
it's
I really enjoyed a lot of that show.
Riggs and Murtaugh, you know.
Dude, it's so good. Yeah, I just loved both of them. And also then you have Loki. Again, they're just perfect.
Yeah.
Like Owen Wilson does some amazing fucking acting.
He steals the show.
Yeah, he fucking steals the show. And,
who would have thought?
And then the Lokis steal the show, you know, like it's just like they're all so good. Like I didn't expect them to be that good. And even, you know, like the like they're all good.
Yeah.
Like I think the Scarlet Witch one was a bit like it threw me off a bit.
Yeah.
But
it's
then
it's the weaker one, I guess. Also,
yeah, but
Falcon
then when
Winter
you watch
Soldier.
all of them, like all the episodes, and then
it
you
just
go
works.
back,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm the fool. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Because it's heavy in the end.
Yeah.
Like,
and also they should have released it as a full thing because I think that one needs it. The other ones, you just watch one episode and you're like, okay, next. I need next.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they've been a really fun follow, like all of them.
I think the What If series might have been the weakest.
Actually, the What If is like I have 1-2 episodes that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, and the rest are like What If.
What if? Yeah, what if they were good?
Yeah.
Like I really liked the animation style, but then Arcane came out and did the exact same thing better.
Yeah.
And they started 6 years ago. So
exactly.
fuck you.
Yeah, that blew my mind when you wrote that.
Yeah.
It's like, they started working on it when The Force Awakens was out.
Yeah, that is insane.
In cinemas.
But yeah, I can really recommend the Marvel series are actually, I would say, some of them stronger than the movies. Like,
but now, like the future ones that are coming, apart from Moon Knight,
but She-Hulk.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
I know, but it's apparently the internet country is very worried here because again the whole woke thing, and it might be extremely woke because I haven't read any.
I was quite excited. About
that. Like, no, I'm still excited, and it's gonna be cool. We get more.
Just tell the story. That's the thing. Just tell the story you want to tell. Yeah.
Do that. But apparently, they've hired in some people that are extremely into the whole woke thing, and that have been known to destroy franchises now. So, like, that's why we're worried, and also a lot of sort of questionable characters coming in the future that are like, why are you choosing these when you have a lot of these really other fantastic characters? We'll see. So we'll see. But Moon Knight, I'm super duper excited about.
I don't know anything about this one.
Oscar Isaac is the lead, which says a lot because he's pretty awesome. Moon Knight is kind of like Batman, but that kills people, and he also is schizophrenic and has powers of an Egyptian god, I think is the thing. But he's like an assassin, anti-hero, like,
And this is a Marvel thing.
Yes, that's the thing. Like, he's a badass. So that's going to be really interesting to see what they do with that character and how dark they're going. Because there's already a scene in the movie when he's like beating the fuck out of some dude. Like blood everywhere, beating the fuck out of a dude. So maybe they're stepping into R-rated territory.
Are they?
Because they're going to release Deadpool at some point. And I guess...
Please. Oh, man. Imagine like a Deadpool series.
No. Yeah. Too much of a good thing.
That's why that's why I like this short format. You know, like, it's not too much of a good thing.
No.
It's just like Loki, for example. Like, I didn't know I needed a Loki series.
No.
And it was great. And it was like, I was like, but why Loki? Like, what could they? And then they just tell the best fucking story.
Yeah.
And you're like,
agreed.
I didn't know I needed this. You know what I mean? It was really good. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Even with the woke shit that they're doing, I'm going to try to, just give it all a chance. Because even the like Sam and now I forgot the other one's name. Bucky's name. Bucky. Just like there was something there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And most of the time, it was good. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and just like
let's just wait and see. Yeah, I guess. But then
Love and Thunder is something that I'm excited for as
yeah.
well, because that sounds like cray.
But I mean, we're getting another Taika
Who's
Waititi.
doing that? Well, it's Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That's why.
I was a bit worried. Yeah. Okay.
you
We're
know,
good. We're good.
How bad can it be?
Yeah.
But
But I feel like Ragnarok was like before we just wrap this up, just like it felt like it was like one of those in between movies.
Yeah.
So they could just do whatever the fuck.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? And
Yeah.
now
that took over everything.
yeah, it was, but it was like a fun ride. It wasn't like this like big arc. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
No,
it
you
was just
let
like
people do what they want to do, because
yeah,
like Thor was he wasn't popular at all. He was really going
yeah,
the opposite way, and I think they were ready to let that character go in a way, and then they just
yeah.
brought
But
in
I'm really
Taika
excited to
and-
see. Yeah, but I'm really excited to see what they do with this Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
because now you're introducing another one, and
We got Christian Bale in it. And
Oh, no.
Natalie Portman is going to be wielding the hammer. It's going to be weird.
Natalie Portman.
But before we leave, just a quick, like, what are your thoughts regarding Boba Fett? Do you
I
have
haven't
any?
seen anything.
No?
I haven't checked any. of
Are
the
you
trailers.
excited about it? Or
Dude? If they do half the job they did on Mandalorian, that
and I think that is exactly what they will be doing. That's what it feels
half the
like.
work.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what, like,
Yeah.
looking at the trailer, it kind of feels that way, so it has me a little bit worried.
I don't know. Like I haven't seen anything going in stupid.
But this is what I mean with too much of a good thing. Because what makes Boba Fett as a character really cool and interesting is that you don't know anything about him. Like, he's mysterious and just this dude who's like,
Yeah. So it's a solo.
kind of, yeah. So
Such a
that's
weird
what
movie.
it.
You just watch it and you're like,
Why?
what did I watch?
It's like,
what
did I
was-
need this? Like,
Yeah. No, it's everything.
Oh, cool mask. Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, this is how they met. You're like, I don't care.
Exactly.
Like it's stuff that you never
Like, who's
thought
this
about.
person? Who's this person? Who's this person?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Chewie. Who's this person? Who's this person?
Yeah.
And
And then like, oh, Queen of Dragons
Yeah,
is
it's,
not nice.
No, yeah.
And then the end, like you're like,
So that's what it feels like with this. And like, where's it gonna? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But I
Maybe,
think
maybe.
it's gonna tie into Mando 3, which is
There's
I
two
think-
Mando seasons.
there's 2 Mando seasons out. and
Shit, yeah,
number
that's
3.
why I was like, was there only one? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that, but like a little bit worried that they're gonna ruin the mythology of Boba Fett. Like, can they make him cooler than he is? Maybe, or is he gonna be broken down and like be a vulnerable, crying old man or something? Like,
Maybe, dude. Fuck the emotions that they managed to get out of like Mando with just a dude in a mask that we talked about before. It's
Yeah.
just like, what? How? Why do I care?
but it works with that guy because it's a
Yeah.
new Mando.
Yeah.
But this is Boba Fett.
But like,
yeah.
if they can make him, because right now the little that we've seen from him, like, I don't remember it clear enough, but it just feels like he's a skilled old dude.
Yeah.
But you don't really anything else like.
No.
Eh.
And like, is it gonna jump back in time, forward in time? We don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't know.
So it could be amazing.
It could be, yeah.
But I am worried because this is my favorite character of the whole Star Wars mythology or legend,
Yeah.
whatever. So of course, like, feels like it's my baby. you know? I don't want them to destroy.
You've drawn him a few times.
Just a few. Yes.
Just a few.
Just a few. Yeah.
But I don't know.
I need
like,
to tattoo him more. I've only done the one Boba Fett tattoo.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna like again, like if they can keep it to the same type of quality and storytelling that they did with the first one, or with the Mandalorian,
Yeah.
like I will be okay with it. But I think Star Wars they've released too much.
It's dead.
Yeah, they've really sort of
The
pissed
Star
off.
Wars we knew is gone. Like,
No, Star Wars for me, like,
Now
I
it's-
don't
now
really
it's a
care. Like,
Disney
I never
thing.
think about Star Wars as something for me. I think it's for the generation that's growing up in it.
yeah.
But to me,
No,
like,
but you were never like a really
no,
big Star Wars
never
geek.
the biggest fan.
Mhm.
Yeah. But to me, like, all the stuff they released with the latest trilogy was basically they dug their own grave and then they lied in it and then peed upwards and then just let it fall down back on them. You know, like,
Yeah, and they forgot
And
their
then-
their goggles or whatever, snorkels.
No, but I think the first movie was, like we've said before, was like it was a nice tribute to what has been.
Good
And
entertainment.
Yes,
Yeah.
but they also set up these great characters, and then they did nothing
Urinated
with
on
any
them.
of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And then they pissed on everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and they had Mark Hamill. And
Yeah.
they pissed on him as well.
Yeah.
Like it was
All of
it
them
was
pissed on
all
him.
of them.
Yeah.
Like just like stand beside each other, and then they
Yeah.
just pissed on
Oh,
it.
here's a lightsaber. Yeah.
But then again, it's one of those impossible franchises that I don't think you can make good Star Wars. Like
No.
in that sense.
No.
Like there's just
like
too many.
a guy on YouTube that I watched this morning
Yeah.
was like, even if you bring George Lucas back, like that wouldn't make it better.
Dude,
like,
but he didn't make
No.
like the
the prequels.
The prequels that are the sequels that were made sequels, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
They sucked.
Yeah.
But again, for the generation that grew up with those movies,
They love them.
love them.
Yeah.
And that's how I see Star Wars. I think Mandalorian was the thing that was for me.
Exactly.
Or for
a
us,
little thing
like
for
this.
us.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they had Grogu for them.
but Grogu also kind of worked, like I like the child, and then they made some odd choices there as well, with the weird humor and the stuff like just like again, I guess.
But
it works. But
they still took my money.
no. I think Mando was the out of all the things that has come since The Force Awakens is the only good thing that they've made.
Oh yeah.
I must say I still enjoy The Force Awakens.
Yeah, me too.
But that is where I draw the line.
I've seen Mandalorian, the show, at least the first season, more times than I've seen The Force Awakens. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, yeah. But I do understand. I would probably watch the show as well. Because it had a lot of fun guests and stuff.
I'm actually rewatching it again.
I think the worst Mandalorian episode is the first one with Bill Burr.
Yeah.
I think that one is the one I like the least.
Yeah,
and
me
I
too.
hate that character. But then they figure out who that character is in the later episode, and
Yes.
it's one of the better episodes.
Exactly.
Like it's so insane that
I totally agree. I totally
Like,
agree.
I
Because
hated Bill
that
Burr.
was the
Yeah.
I think it was the last episode I saw again now, and I think there's something about the direction there.
Yeah, it's
it
so
feels
good,
like
yeah.
I mean the first one. with Bill
Oh
Burr.
yeah, it's so weird.
Because it feels like the director just told the actors
Yeah.
to like do whatever you want. Like there was no direction, and they just
Or just like I think it was like, oh, you're like this bad guy with
and they're
the
like
gun, and,
kind of almost Cowboy Bebopping it,
yeah,
like overacting a little bit.
yeah,
and
all
like,
of it. It's just weird.
So
Yeah.
and they have a lot of good actors.
The only good thing about that is when they all die.
Yeah, exactly. Spoiler. Yeah,
You should have seen it by now
yeah, you should have.
if you listen to this show.
But yeah, let's start packing
Wrapping.
up. Yeah, packing and wrapping.
Yeah, because you're not throwing good
rapping.
there.
No.
Rapping to papping.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing good with the
But
darts.
yeah, Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Merry Christmas, which has been already.
And hopefully,
Happy New Year.
yeah, exactly, and keep us accountable for all the stuff we didn't do. During
Exactly.
this holiday.
Call us out and
Tell us what you've been up to and what your sort of like holiday plans are.
and keep the
in
Discord going.
Discord
Yeah.
or on the Instagram.
Yeah, go gadget boots stuff. Oh my
Yes.
god. Yeah,
What
we
he
just
said.
totally died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my arms tonight.
Merry Christmas and a New Year and a Happy New Year.